Hi and welcome. What's up? Nice to see you again to another Ethereum session. In this session, we are going to talk about how you can participate safely in an ICO. I've partnered up with Bob and Alice, two good friends of mine, and they will tell you exactly why you shouldn't ever participate in an ICO directly from an exchange. Let's go! This is Alice, and this is Bob. Alice wants to send Bob 1 Ether on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, one big misconception is that the Ether is stored inside a wallet. The Ethers are stored nowhere. What is stored in the blockchain is the amount or the balance of all addresses. The blockchain is a network of computers running a special software like a database server or torrent. On every computer is a copy of the database all around the world, and they are talking with the Ethereum protocol. For example, Alice has 5 Ether and Bob has 1 Ether. That's in the database. But how can Alice transfer 1 Ether from her account to Bob's account? The answer is all in the keys. Now let me explain. There are 2 sets of keys that are important: private keys and public keys. The private key is rather long and hard to read. The public key is usually your Ethereum address. Alice can generate her private key on her computer. She doesn't need to go to a bank and open an account. She can just run a software like a wallet and generate as much keys as she wants to. The public key is generated from the private key. The private key cannot be given out, and the public key is visible to everyone. Anyway, it's your address, but that's another story. Now, Alice also needs her private key to tell the blockchain that she's allowed to send 1 Ether from the balance of her address to the balance of Bob's address. She creates a transaction signature. Now, there are 3 things. First, her private key that she never gives out and never leaves her computer. Then there is a signature for the transaction, and 3, the public key or her Ethereum address. She sends the transaction off into the network. One happy computer in the world is currently busy mining a new block and also receives and confirms the transaction from Alice. The transaction tells the computer to change the balance. 1 Ether away from Alice's address, 1 Ether add to Bob's address. But is that really correct? Let's see the signature and double check if it's really valid. Fine, the block is mined and the transaction is complete. What about the ICO and exchanges? Okay, so you never heard about private keys, because wallets usually don't show you those private keys, and that's perfectly fine. You don't need to see them, as long as you know you have them under your control. The question is, what happens when you send to an exchange and back? If you send Ether to an exchange or deposit Ether, you basically send Ether away from your own possession to a third-party address. The exchange will receive your Ether and increase your Ether balance in their database. The private keys for that address the exchange gives you is owned by the exchange. That's like sending Ether to Bob and Bob tells you, yes, I have received the Ether. Thanks. Now, you want to participate in an ICO. You withdraw money from the exchange directly into the ICO Crowdsale Contract. It's like asking Bob, please send 1 Ether to the ICO. For the ICO, it will look like Bob invested, not you. Same with the exchange. The exchange will be credited the tokens, not you directly. While you can ask Bob to send you the tokens, then you can't really ask the exchange to do that. They will just not do it at all, because their systems are automated, or because they don't have the manpower to process all the requests manually, or just because they don't want to. So how can you actually participate in an ICO safely? Well, use a wallet that creates a private key for you, be it MetaMask, Mist, Exodus or myetherwallet.com or any other one. Withdraw the Ether from the exchange to the wallet, then transfer the Ether from your wallet to the Crowdsale contract and receive tokens in return. Well, thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next videos.